Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, fabulous first grade. It is Friday. Thank you so much for coming back to our PBS classroom. I'm Mrs. Hammock, and I'm here to help you practice and learn all the skills that you need to be amazing readers and writers. I was just reading a story about William. The story is called Wibble Wobble by Miriam Mose and Joanna Mockler. Hey, have you ever lost a tooth, had it fall out, and then lose it before you could get it under your pillow? Isn't that just the saddest thing? That's what happens to William. You might want to read this story and find out exactly how he finds his tooth and what happens, and see what his loose tooth story is. You might enjoy it. It might be similar to your loose tooth story. You can look for this book at your county public library or check for it on Sora. I think you'll enjoy it. Are you ready to find out who's #1 on our Sora checkout this week? Me too. I can't wait. Let's see who it is. Are you ready? Okay, drum roll. Here we go. Wilson Wildcats. Wow! Great job, Wilson. You have been doing a terrific job. I'm so proud of you. Great. I hope you're on our list next week too. Keep checking those books out from Sora. Good work. Boys and girls, I have some activity books that I would love to share with. They need a home. They don't have a home yet. Would you like to have an activity book at your home? If you would, you can send me a letter right here at the address on your screen. You can send it and tell me anything you want to tell me, and I will send this to you. Make sure that you have your address in your letter so that I know where to send your activity book. These activity books are needing a home. I hope your home is the place where they get to live. I think you'll enjoy them. All right, my friends, it's time for us to train our ears for sound. Are you ready? Today we're going to play 2 games because it's Friday. We're going to do a segmenting game. I am going to tell you a word and I want you to break it apart. Are you ready? And then I'll tell you what the next game is when we're done. Here we go. Our word is shy. Shy. Should we use our dots? Okay, let's break it apart. Sh. I. Shy. How many sounds? Right, 2, just 2. All right, how about the next one? Tight. Tight. Let's do it. T. I. T. Tight. Tight. Good. That's 3 sounds, isn't it? Good job. All right. Let's play a different game. This one is called the substitution game. Do you remember what substitute means? Right, you put something in place of another thing. So I'm going to tell you the word light. Light. I want you to change the I to an A and tell me the word. If I change light, I to A, what's my word? Late. Late. Good job. All right, try this one. Free. Change the E sound to I. Free becomes fry. Great. That's kind of tricky, isn't it? We'll need to play that a few more times so that we get really good at changing out those words. All right, it's time for fluency. Let's remember these spelling patterns that we've learned, and if there's one you don't know, write it down so you can practice. Here we go. O-A says O. O-W says O. O-E says O. A-Y says A. A-I says A. E-A A says E, and EE says E. Good job. Let's look at our silent E spelling patterns. A consonant E says A. I consonant E says I. O consonant E says O. U consonant E says U. And E consonant E says E. Great job. Okay, this week we're looking at and learning all about the long I sound and the different spelling patterns that we use to make that long I when we're writing. Okay, we have, are you ready to say them with me? Okay, good, here we go. I says I, as in pilot. Y says I, as in try. IGH says I, as in high. And IE says I, as in, ooh, look at this, it has an ES, cries, cries. Good job. Okay, today we are going to work on the spelling pattern with the Y says I. Are you ready? Okay, we are going to start with the word cry. Cry. What do I need to make the word cry? Right, I have a consonant blend. Cr, I, cry. Good. What about dry? Dry. What do you think? Right, another consonant blend. Dry, dry. How about spy? Spy. What do I need to make the word spy? You are correct. Very nice. Good job. Spy. What about try? Oh, let's put that blend up there. Now, we've been working on inflectional endings. What if I want this to say tried? Tried. What do I need to do? Yes, I need to change the Y to an I and then add ED. Tried. Great job. You did really well with that. Let's take a look at a story that has some of the spelling patterns that we've been working on. And let's see if we can read it and find some. This is called The Bright Light. Did you see the bright light? It seems to glide over me. My dad says it is a plane. It is flying high in the sky. I sigh and say he is quite right. Okay, there are a lot of things in this story that we've been working on. Are you ready to help me? Great, let's look for the long I spelling patterns. We know we have the IGH in bright and light. And here's bright again and light again. It seems to glide. Look here. Here's the I consonant E. There's our I consonant E spelling. Oh, look right here. Here's my. There's the Y with the long I sound. Look at this word. Here is the word fly, and then we added the inflectional ending ing, flying. Here's IGH. Here's Y for sky. Sigh. Here is I consonant E and right. Look at all the things that we've been working on. Isn't that awesome? That's why we practice, because we're going to see these things as we read and write, and we want you to be all the way ready. All right, let's take a look at our inflectional endings today, and then we'll end with our sight words. We're going to do things a little out of order. Are you ready? When we have ES, ED, and ING, to add ED and ES to a word that ends with a long I that's spelled Y, first change the Y to I. Do not change the Y to I when adding ING. We're going to practice that a little bit, okay? I'm going to change out my marker color so that it stands out a little more. Here we have spy plus ED. Okay, so they want us to add the ED to spy. So we're going to write spy, but we don't add the Y. We have to change it to an I and then add ED, spied. Did you see that? Okay, now we're going to add ing to fly. So do you remember what we do? Do not change the Y. So now we're just going to write the word fly and add ing, flying. Good. Okay, here we're going to add es to cry. So here we're going to change the Y because it's the es ending. Cry, es. Here we have try plus ed. That means we're going to change the Y to I. TRIED. Here's frying. Look at that. Do not change the Y to I when adding ing. So fry and then ing. And we have one more. We're going to change the Y to an I and add es for tries. Did you do it? Great job. All right. We have one last thing to practice before we check out for the week, and we're going to take a look at our high frequency words. Let's take a look at them. Read them and spell them with me. Were, W-E-R-E, were. Listen, L-I-S-T-E-N, listen. Know, K-N-O-W, know. Laugh, L-A-U-G-H, laugh. Flew, F-L-E-W, flew. And caught, C-A-U-G-H-T, caught. All right, I have a sentence that I'm going to say, and I want you to listen for which high frequency words you hear. Are you ready? Okay. I know I will laugh when I listen to a funny joke. Did you hear some of the high frequency words? I know I will laugh when I listen to a funny joke. I know I will laugh when I listen to a funny joke. Did you hear those? Great job. Boys and girls, you have done an excellent job practicing our inflectional endings, our high frequency words. We've been segmenting and we've been substituting sounds, and you have been reading all of our words with the long I spelling pattern. I am so proud of your hard work this week. I want you to really practice finding those long I spelling patterns and get really good at it. Will you sing with me? Goodbye now, the clock says we're done. I'll see you tomorrow. Nope, not tomorrow. I'll see you on Monday. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for